All right, here we go. We have the owner and voice behind SayCheeseTV, Shawn Cotton, in the house.
Man, how you doing, man? This is a real monumental, emotional moment for me, man. Like, I used to study you. I still study you, your whole blueprint. When I was working at the Best Buy distribution center, my very last job since I took on this journey. We used to have to clean the refrigerators and the washers and stuff like that, and they wouldn't let us get on our phone. But the job was so boring. You was the only one really releasing content back then every day, fresh content.
Yep.
So, in creative content, and I don't think people realize how hard that is to release new content every day. But you were one of the few, probably the only one, you know what I mean? And I studied your blueprint, and I used to sneak on, put my phone in the refrigerator while I'm cleaning it and watch your interviews and wait for the supervisor to come. So I just want to say thank you, man. I don't feel like you get that the respect as a consistent. People have bad things to say about you, me, media, but you don't get that proper due.
I'll take the paychecks, man. I'm good with that.
Facts. Fuck the credit, man. I need the cash.
All I want is money. Fuck the fame. Facts. I'm a simple man. Like Tupac said it.
Yep.
It's all good. My family's good. I'm good.
Yeah.
And, the fans love it.
Yeah,
so I'm not tripping.
No, for sure.
Okay, so you were born in Philly.
Right.
But you moved to Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, Arlington, Texas, East Arlington to be exact. My mom and dad was in the military, stationed in Oklahoma, moved to Texas. It was Dallas was the closest biggest city to Oklahoma. So we moved down there to Arlington, where the Cowboys play at, Six Flags, Texas Rangers. And that's where I grew up.
Okay. Now, in high school, I guess you were a basketball player?
Yeah, I was in basketball. Yeah.
How good were you?
Varsity, ranked in Texas, left-handed. Okay. Yeah, freshman year varsity.
Freshman year varsity? Yeah. That's a big deal.
My dad gave me a car, and then females got involved, and I kind of lost love for the game. But yeah, I was definitely that dude.
Okay. And then you started messing up.
Well, not messing up, like getting in trouble and stuff like that, but like females. You know what I mean?
But
like,
messing up your basketball.
Right. Yeah, I lost focus. I wanted the money.
Yeah.
I get a car. I bought his car for $200, put the Lamborghini doors on it. You know how they do. You know how we do.
Okay.
And then I get females, girlfriends come involved. And then from there, fuck basketball. I'm not making no money off that.
Okay. So you graduate from high school.
I started working for my dad after that. He was the general manager of the GameStop warehouse distribution center.
Okay. So you're working at GameStop, and you eventually end up at Best Buy.
Yeah, I got fired from there. They didn't like my dad, so my dad got fired too.
Oh.
He might get mad that I'm saying this on camera, but it's true.
Okay.
So my dad got fired. Then I got fired shortly after that, and then I started throwing parties. I started the little paychecks I was getting, throwing parties, and then I was at Home Depot first, making like $7.25 an hour. And this was 2011.
Okay, then you went to Best Buy.
Yeah, I quit Home Depot, flew to Philly for a summer. Now remember, I'm making $7.25 an hour, so it took me like 2 weeks to buy a plane ticket. I had to save up for it.
Yeah.
So I went back home to Philly, and I seen how they were blogging, and the DVD era was real strong in Philly at that time.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a job then. I came back home from Philly and started working at Best Buy.
Okay, and at Best Buy, like you were saying, that's when you started getting the ideas of maybe, doing like the interview thing?
Yeah, I was doing the party thing in Dallas, but everybody started trying, when it's less people going to parties and more people want to be a promoter. So I'm like, everybody trying to be a promoter, everybody trying to do this. So the competition, it got too heavy, and it wasn't no like media outlets really in Dallas hitting the streets, going to the hood and the gutters. So I was like, I'm going to take that Philly blueprint, the DVD going, spitting freestyles and stuff like that to the South, Houston, Dallas, OKC, Baton Rouge. So, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And I guess at the time you only had $27?
No. Well, see, what happened was I threw a party. The game Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Well, I had a series in a party called Call of Booty.
Okay.
Yeah, so every year I would do it, and then stuff gets old. So year 3 came, less people come because of past shootings and fights at my old parties. So stuff just started getting watered down. So I threw the party called Call of Booty. I think it was 1.5 or 2.5, and then I made like 1,500. I'm not sure. This was years ago. And then I bought a camera, MacBook, the domain name, the the little stuff, the DBAs and stuff like that.
Okay. And how'd you come up with SayCheeseTV?
Well, the name?
Yeah.
Well, Reed Dollaz was one of my favorite rappers back then. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, he had a mixtape called Say Cheese. And then Say Cheese, I didn't want the name to be super hood. You know what I mean? I didn't want to scare off the endorsement deals and the sponsorships. So, Say Cheese, get money. I don't know. I was on the highway and I was listening to his mixtape and I just named it that. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know it's cheesy, but I don't know.
The thing about names that I've realized over the years is that it's not really the name that's important. It's what's behind the name.
Facts.
Like Ray Shremmerd is eardrummer spelled backwards because that's the production crew they were working with.
Right.
Kind of a weird name. It's not even a real name.
A lot of people didn't even know how to pronounce it at first.
Because you can't pronounce it. It's a backwards name.
Yep.
And yet, look at them. They're one of the biggest groups in the world.
Yep.
XXX Tentacion. I mean,
Another one.
You basically have porn in your first, in your name, and yet, they're saying he's the Tupac of this generation.
Yeah.
So I've just realized over time it doesn't really matter. Like VladTV, this is a Russian name in a hip hop place. It shouldn't work, and yet, here we are.
Yep.